When it comes to building a better body, every guy's looking for an edge. That's why we're back with the body transformation expert, Warren Germishuizen. He's got some ostrich meat on the braai.
We are out here to get a perfect recipe prepared for us by Warren. Today, we are braaiing, true South African style, but a healthy braai because as we all know, training is but one part of looking good. Now, we are talking about getting that ripped physique for the guys out there. A lot of guys want to have it. Now, how specific do you need to eat in order to, get that goal?
Depends on the type of meat that you're using. So you want to stick with like lean meat. So you go with lean beef, you can go with ostrich. I mean, if you're going to try and put anything else, put chicken breasts on, and those are pretty lean meats to use.
Warren's top ingredients to whip up a batch of biceps in no time are determination and commitment, with a side order of self-discipline.
So Gareth, normally what goes with a braai here in South Africa is a nice ice cold beer. But I mean, you want to look after your diet. So what's the do's and don'ts when it comes to that?
Ultimately, if you are looking at maybe having 1 or 2 drinks, red wine or whiskey and water would be ideal, but keep it to a minimum. And at the end of the day, you are what you eat, and the same thing as you are what you drink. So if you want to keep your calories nice and low, opt for water and lemon juice. Have a look at a lower calorie option rather than alcohol.
This is now a healthy meal that we have right here, but what about supplementation to kind of accompany this meal?
Food would be about 70, maybe even 80% of Warren's total intake from a calorie point of view. The 20% or maybe 30% that he gets in from a supplement point of view would be a protein option, not necessarily a meal replacement. He'd most likely get his carbohydrates from a food solid rather than a supplementary type of product. Yeah. So for him, hardcore AGH post-workout is perfect. Maybe 100% whey protein during the day, once or twice during the day. And then for convenience, the Protein Fuel 25 is ideal.
Yeah. Now, the supplementation that you've just mentioned, would you recommend that for guys stepping into the gym for the first time?
I'm one of those people that advocates that a supplementation should always be needed. So create the need through workouts, create the need through adapting your diet plan specifically. But then you can add those types of products in. Everybody requires a protein intake during the day, and that'll determine our anabolic state. So once or twice a day of the whey protein, Protein Fuel 25 as a meal replacement is ideal. And post-workout, that is probably the most intense point of protein requirements during your day.
Always choose low GI carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, brown rice and oats. If you need some inspiration or help with a balanced eating plan, download the existing effective ones from usn.co.za.
All right, so guys, I guess it's about time we start braaiing. So what are you going to be doing on the braai today?
Today we've got ostrich fillets. We're going to prepare that today, and as you can see, that is very, very lean. Okay, there's almost no fats on there.
Definitely. Right, that looks good.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I've got couscous. Yeah, I normally go with the whole wheat option, but this is all I could get hold of. This you can get at any supermarket. All right, and then what we've got in here are some green peppers, some yellow peppers, some red peppers.
Nice.
And then we've got some chopped tomato in there too, and that's put into a bit of olive oil.
The key to a healthy, balanced diet is not to ban or omit any foods or food groups, but to take careful note of portion sizes.
Oh, that steak smells amazing.
Oh, they're looking great. As you can see, I've seared them on both sides. A little bit of grilling, and yeah, they look medium rare now, so that's just the way I like them.
I think you shouldn't overdo ostrich ever, right?
No, I mean, I like them like that.
Well, guys, I think it's time for us to dish up and go have a seat.
The average adult male needs 48 to 63 grams of protein a day, or 0.6 grams for every kilogram of body weight.
Warren, thanks a lot, man, for preparing this meal. Looks lovely. But one thing I wanted to ask you, when it comes to your different food groups, I mean, how much emphasis do you need to put on that, specifically being a guy wanting to get ripped?
It's very important to get all your macronutrients in, so the fats that you get in, the proteins and the carbohydrates that you get in. You have to have one component of each food group. So I would get like maybe 20% fats in, maybe 40% carbs in, and like 40% I'll keep to proteins.
Now, Gareth, we know that we need to eat 6 meals a day in order to achieve our results. Now, that sounds a lot. Why is it so important?
But the 6 meals a day is vitally important. The balance is most important. That way you keep your metabolism continually digesting food, you keep your metabolism heightened, which means your demand for energy is greater, but you're burning it quicker.
Now, for guys living a very busy lifestyle like myself, I mean, it's much more important to look after your diet and then maybe miss a training session.
Well, again, it's the carb, protein, fat combination that you're looking for. So ultimately, you have to select a product that's specific to your goal. So if you're an underweight guy, very skinny, have a look at a mass gainer first. Pack on the size, pack on the weight, and then slowly condition down until you get the physique that you're looking for. But if it's someone like you, perhaps looking for lean mass, you don't require so many more carbohydrates in your diet. So have a look at something like 100% whey protein as an option, just to help you just with the toning and conditioning.
Quality lean protein dulls hunger for a long time, with the added benefits of improving muscle fitness and immunity. Tune in again tomorrow as Warren shares more tips to help guys gain major league muscle. In the meantime, visit usn.co.za to download exercise and nutritional plans and more.
So guys, you can keep fit and healthy whilst enjoying a good old South African braai.